Well, welcome to Luvthemknives. I guess this is better late than never, but this is the mini Micarta morph from Indiana Knives. And there's their card. And there's a certificate of authenticity. Another Indiana Knives sticker. This is an exclusive for Indiana Knives from Real Steel, manufacturer here. And you can see number 46. The Metamorph Compact, and it's an exclusive. It's the G5 Metamorph Compact in micarta with M390 blade steel, as it says right there, and it also shows the number 46. Ostapal design. Yeah, really super light. 1.9 ounces, as I understand, per the specs. So let's see, grams, 54.6. Could this be a bug out beater? And I just went past ounces, 1.93. So I believe the bug out's right at 2. So yeah, it's just 6 of one, half a dozen the other. There's your lockup, and that's fairly light, maybe 20% total. Got the micarta, it's got that kind of look to it, that whitish, kind of got a wear to it, kind of like a material, cloth type material look to it. But we can solve that, and we might do that here in a minute because I'm going to disassemble it, and then I might put a little bit of this on the scales, and we'll see how that changes the look of the knife. I like mine darkened down a little bit, but if you just go to the pharmacy section of your supermarket or your pharmacy, you can get food grade mineral oil, and you can do that to the micarta if it gets a little weathered, more weathered look. And if you like the more weathered look, well, then you're fine. Actually, over time, this will darken down just from your skins of your oils from your skin. It will darken down on its own over time. So, or you can hurry the process along like we might do here today. Really light. Don't know, I've never tried to flip it this way. Okay, so you can kind of, since it's so short here, reach around if you want and kick it open that way. Otherwise, it's more, just like a front flipper function like that, which is not bad. It's so light. Let's, and it's so sharp. It is really sharp. So what do you think? Yeah, the Metamorph, G5 Metamorph, I've always liked it as a front flipper, and I've always liked it better when it wasn't aluminum because it was so smooth and slippery when it was aluminum, but this gives you a lot more grip. And of course, when they had the Metamorph in Blue G10, I believe Indiana Knives was the one that had that, the full-size one in a Blue G10, then yeah, it was more grippy. This is really good too. So very easy to flip. Obviously, it's got bearings in there. We'll check that out more when we take it apart. Another thing that's nice about this is I can get all my fingers on here. So I actually have pretty good purchase on this knife. And yeah, it's a nice flat grind, good for piercing, good for slicing. Got a little bit of a choil there. Got some jimping on top here. So if you want to go forward and get more control on that tip, but it's not like it's going to be difficult regardless because it's a fairly small knife. Now, take a look at it. And let's get there. Just maybe 3.1 inch blade there. Down here, cutting edge is 3 inches. Overall length 7.1 and 18 centimeters. And let me see what we got. About not quite 80 millimeter blade length, just under that. Now, blade thickness. And let's get to right here, if we could. 3 millimeters at 0.11 of an inch and 0.44 at 11.1 millimeters, so 0.44 of an inch. So it's about the same thickness as the Paramilitary 2, maybe just a little bit thinner. You can see how they've done the back spacer in the same micarta. And then, of course, you have this cutaway down here where you can put a lanyard through, but no left hand carry here. Although it's nice to see that you have good clearance here with this deep carry pocket clip, because they've machined an area in here, plus you don't have any big screws sitting up on top of there where the pocket clip is. Looks like they come in from underneath, and we'll see that better when we take it apart. Where's my balance? All right, real easy to get your balance on this. Reverse grip, yeah, that's fine. Whew. And it's easy to disengage. Look at it drop. Yeah, it really drops nicely. It really swings free. It really does. That's nice. And I'm not worried about the blade going to cut me because I'm a fool. No, and I've already, you know what the hell? I already got battle scars healing up from my encounter with a Hinderer XM18. And that blade is heavier, so don't let that do. But this one's so light, it just kind of bounced off your thumbnail. Not like it couldn't cut you, but boy, that's nice action, isn't it? And it's centered up. I'm not getting any blade play or lock rock, anything like that. Let me show you a little bit of the paperwork I printed out. There it is, the mini Micarta Morph, 145. They only made 300 of them. So, yeah, if you get one, you get one. If you don't, you don't. They already shipped several hundred. I don't know how many are available anymore, but if they've sold 200, then there's only 100 left at this filming. So, and it's Norplex micarta to you. So, yeah, I like this design, and for a small, easy carry knife, I like it real well. And if you're not a big front flipper mastery of the front flipper hood, really, this would be a good one to get if you want to kind of practice up, because this is really easy to flick open. And there's a lot of front flippers that, no, they're not real easy to function with, and I'm not real hot on them either, because if they aren't real intuitive and easy to do, then there's just no point as far as I'm concerned. But yes, this is really nice. And blade to handle length is good right there. The design flow, of course, is great. Very nice. Of course, here's the box it comes in, number 46, of course, Indiana Knives, with all their goodies in here. Then, of course, you get a microfiber cloth. They roll the knife up in a microfiber cloth. And then here's paperwork laid down in here as well, along with a bunch of their other models. But, I mean, right here, they're telling you about this knife. So, yes, they have a special card just for that. Well, if we're going to take this sucker apart, we're not going to start at the front, are we? There's no way in. So let's do it from the back side. And It's not spinning on this side, so that's a good thing. But it felt like there was some thread locker on that screw to begin with. And I would say these are number 6s going around here, and they are. There's one of them. Let me see what I need from the other side. I might need to take this out. Kind of seems like it might have to go to be able to take that back side off. Okay. So is that any longer? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, we got her turned around here. Let's see what a problem is. Okay, there we go. So we've got this little pass through here, and it wanted to hold on for dear life, but I don't believe it had anything in particular to do with the pocket clip. There's the 2 screws for the pocket clip, so I'm going to just leave it alone. We've got a ceramic ball for detent. Here's the back spacer, Micarta. We've got ceramic bearings. And looks like we've got a D-shaped pivot here. And then I guess this is our little lanyard pin here. We have an internal stop for our blade, and it looks reasonably clean. Well, let's take these out. Take the pocket clip off and see what's going on with that. Okay. They look the same size. So now, can we remove this liner? Yeah, I guess we can. And there's the pocket clip. Okay, so once we remove the pocket clip, we see why the standoff or this pass-through stays where it stays, because it's got a head on there. Wow. Whew. Mama. Here's our pivot. One of our little standoff things here coming out. Okay, so this is the front side, and so we should be able to remove the liner, which we can. Okay, so this is the presentation liner, and this is the lock bar liner, and this is the back spacer. So maybe, just maybe, we can put a little bit of food grade mineral oil on here. And hey, let's go inside outside. Why not, huh? I mean, we got everything apart, might as well then if we're gonna. Otherwise, you could just go on the outside of the scales. So maybe you can see what I'm saying when I go, I really kind of like this more uniform color. And of course, see, this is what your fingers will do over time, regardless, probably will lay down normal skin oils on there. But we got ahead of ourselves and just did it regardless. But that's kind of how that that goes. And I like the difference. I really do. And last but not least, the back spacer all greased up as well. Okay, lock bar side. Put our liner back in. And presentation side. Put our liner back in. And this was here. And this was like here. There's the pivot, and the flat spot needs to face downwards. It looks like that's how that's working. So when it comes through the other side, we can get it to stay in place to begin with. Okay, just like that. That's what it's going to be. And this little puppy needs to go right back in here, even though it's not part of that pocket clip situation. It's interesting. But we do need to get the pocket clip reinstalled. Interesting. And of course, this little sucker goes in here. Well, I'll put it on this side. Probably be better, because I'm going to lay this down on here too. And of course, we got to put ourselves in a position where we're going to take care of that lanyard pin and the rest, just like that. Now, we just need more oil. Have we got enough oil? Enough oil. Okay. Let's put the blade back on. I got things. Ooh, man, we're all gooped up. Okay. Don't worry, it'll all soak in. And I guess that's it, folks. We're just going to put this down through that hole, and we're all set. Just got to make sure our pivot's pointing in the right direction, which is that flat spot's down. Okay. There you go. Click that sucker together. Get the front side done. Put the pivot screw back on. I mean, we might get out of here alive. Who knows? Let's jump around. Come on. At least there's one number 8 on this knife. Ouch. Not many. Come on and get some right there. And that's good. Backside. That's the same size screw. Get in there. Pull all that together, and that's doing fine right there. All right, back with the Real Steel Mini Morph, Mini Micarta Morph, or G5 Metamorph Compact. M390 blade, really nice action, just drops beautifully. And yeah, I like the micarta this way better, you know. Yeah, much nicer this way. So check it out on Indiana Knives. I'll give you the link to the compact Metamorph, and have at it, because you know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.